Hi everyone, it's Angela from Minimal Means. Today I want to talk about playing with fire. In the past I had done a video that talked about fire, but I realized I didn't really know the full concept until I started researching it more. And FIRE is Financial Independence, Retire Early. It's focusing efforts on saving and investing up to 70% of your income by living a simpler life and cutting your retirement date by 10 plus years. So the previous video I did talked about ways to save money, but it didn't really talk about exactly what FIRE is. I read this book recently, Playing with Fire, which is by Scott Rickens. And this book was about someone who achieved financial independence, and him and his wife lived in a house in California, which was super expensive, and they decided they wanted to be home with their small child, so they changed their life. So they moved from California and went around the United States and stayed with their families during that time frame, and decided where they really wanted to live, where it was more economical to live. So they ended up buying a more economical house that they could afford. And this movie is the movie that goes with this book. So they talk about the rule of 25, which is one of the first steps to determine how much you need to retire, which is figuring out your expenses for the month and then multiplying it by 12 to figure out your yearly amount, and then by 25, and that's the amount you need to save for financial independence. And even for myself, when I did that and figured out how much I was spending per month, I was surprised. Even though I'm so aware of spending, it was higher than I thought it would be. This book is a worksheet, has worksheets in it to figure all of this stuff out. So they talk about the rule of 25, how to figure it out. They talk about how passive income, when you do reach financial independence, has to equal your expenses. So your passive income would be income from stocks and bonds or rental. They need to equal your expenses. And after you've or while you're saving for financial independence, you are investing in VTSAX, so index funds that are available from Vanguard. And what I found is that I was already investing in those index funds, but they were through my 401k. I didn't even realize it. So you would be starting your new index funds with the money that you saved from your savings. You're saving up to 70% of your income. And once you've reached that financial independence, then you are withdrawing 4% from your retirement account each year, or from your index funds or retirement account each year, without depleting it within 30 years. So that means that if you withdraw 4%, the amount that you're earning on that should be more than that. Therefore, that amount, your financial independence amount, should last for 30 years. So keep in mind, you could be working during that time, which when I retire, I plan to do something that will gain some income that I enjoy doing just for the fun of it. So then it's going to last longer than that, because I will have some type of income, or your spouse may work, or you may have some other type of income coming in that would actually make that last longer, that you may not need to withdraw the full 4%. But I found that reading, especially this book, and then watching the movie that went with that, and then filling out all the worksheets and looking at all of the different scenarios where people were retiring in their 20s and 30s and able to do whatever they want. Just think of that, the ability to wake up and not have to go to work, that you can just do what you want after you have saved this specific amount of money. What a great way to live. And it is achievable. And I think a lot of people don't realize that it's achievable. It really is achievable. And even my daughter, now, 18 years old, is thinking about this. So when she gets out of college, she's really going to stock her money away, or so she thinks right now. And maybe she will be able to achieve this in her 20s as well, like some of the stories in this book. So I'd really like to hear you comment about, are you on this same journey? Have you reached financial independence? Are you interested in it? Would you like more information? Please comment below. I think you would be surprised how much you can learn by just reading a few of these books on these subjects. So thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Like, comment, subscribe.